I hear my voice a lot, and it sounds
very
good
good,
now.
right?
If I was a woman, I would give me some ass.
Oh,
to this voice.
okay.
Like,
Very
I'll be
well.
like, oh, shit.
We should just start the show like
Let's
that.
go.
That's appropriate to say.
What up, what up? This is Andrea 3 Stacks, and you're listening to a new episode of Overly Conversated on the delicious vinyl station powered by Dash Radio. And today in the building, we have our very good friend. He's so excited to be here. Look at his face.
Blah, 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 blah.
He is not
The sensitive thug himself.
sensitive thugs. Y'all need hugs.
Big
This is
Pisces
Mr.
energy.
Brightside.
Hey, Mr.
Amir says
Brightside.
nothing. In the building.
2019, motherfuckers, I'm still alive.
Let's
What's
introduce everybody else in the building.
Hey, it's Victoria, Victron, Bo, whatever you want.
Hey.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Santino McNaughton, aka Buttermilk Jesus, and you know we out here.
Reek.
Oh, my bad.
After you were like,
I was.
Am I
Introduce
supposed to
us.
introduce?
Nah.
I got introduced.
Yo, it's R33KZ, man. What's good?
Yo, it's DJ Drolix, and I picked the PM Dawn song.
Hey, baby,
Off
that's
this
how we
brother's
getting
request.
down in 2019. Yo, but hold up. I got my mans with me real quick. Yo, what up? This is AmirSaysNothing, and my man DeMar Davis in the motherfucking
The
house.
homie DeMar
drummer,
Davis.
Producer
DeMar
extraordinaire. Say something to the people, baby. Go ahead. You
That
heard
was
him. That's all he had to say.
We got young Gerald in the building on the camera.
Gerald, what's up?
Bishop on the MIC, just waiting for RCA to sign me, just waiting.
Hey, when I get a deal, you coming with me, baby. I'm taking you all the
I'm
way.
gonna hold you to that. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Hey, let's do it. Money, money, money.
And we sound real nice on the mic because my man Aaron 2K in the building. Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron.
Aaron 2K, make some motherfucking noise. Beep, 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 beep.
All right.
Yo,
well,
I'm mad excited
I
right now.
know.
This is me.
We're excited to have you.
I drank some Hennessy.
Just a
before I got
little.
here.
You know, just a little. Sippy.
Just to loosen up.
Yeah. I feel like you never need to loosen up.
Totally
This man
need
is
to loosen
hilarious.
up. I need to tighten up. But anyway, hey.
Hi,
Hey.
Amir. So we're on the delicious vinyl station.
We here.
You got one of your first rap opportunities through Delicious Vinyl. Can you talk to us about that?
I did. Yeah, no, my homie Umi, shout out to ETC Tacoma, sorry. Drinking, get dyslexic. He gave me an opportunity a long time ago. He was like, yo, we got a show. You want to rap on that shit? And I was like, yeah. And I had no songs. I had no name. I had no nothing. He was like, yo, freestyle for 10 minutes. I was like, bet, got it. You know, showed up day of the show. He's like, can you do 20 minutes? And I was like,
Damn.
yeah, I got it. And I had done like an hour before, like,
What?
but like drunk, like when you're drunk and you're rapping,
Just
you
keep
can
going
fuck
forever.
up real quick.
Yeah.
When it's a show, it's like, okay, I cannot fuck up right now because people can't see that shit. And I did it. I killed it. At the time, it was like the best I had done like ever. And I was like, oh, I'm the shit, nigga. Shout out to my man Umi. Love you, dog.
Yay, Umi, it's delicious.
Yeah.
And then you wanted to be a skater at one point before.
I am a skateboarder.
You
I
still
want to
skate?
be. I am it.
You're not a poser. You still
Excuse me,
are out
I
here.
got the stars to show.
No disrespect to Kick.
No,
You
I-
want to be pro.
Yeah, no, I moved out here to LA because I wanted to be a pro skateboarder, and then I was like, "Fuck that!" It hurt. No, seriously, it hurt.
That's why you
it hurt
stopped?
a couple. It just hurt a couple too many times, and I had like a bunch of shit happen at one time, and I was like, I just kind of rethought about my life and things. Expression became more important.
And then
so,
you comedy.
yeah,
after that?
I'm just funny.
You naturally are.
I say
yeah.
shit, people be laughing. Like right now, they're gonna be laughing when they hear this. No, I'm serious.
So then you switched to rap after that.
No, well, I had always rapped since I was like 16. Like my homies used to rap in the car and shit, and they were like, "Yo, like, you should rap," and I was like, "I can't do that shit. Fuck out of here." And then I tried, and I just was better than I thought I was, and then I always kind of made myself get better. But it was like a party trick. It was like knowing how to like do magic for girls. Like I just used to know how to rap, and friends just heard me and they were like, yo, you should be serious about that. And I was like, then I got to a point where enough shit happened in my life where I felt like I needed to express myself. And I had tried a bunch of things that I say were the wrong things that made me kind of point to the right thing, which was music. So,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
comedy was cool, but I would just get drunk and like talk. That wasn't. It wasn't like I would be like, yo, I'm like writing jokes and I'm trying to like. I just got drunk and I could be funny real quick. You know what I mean? I'd be like, you look weird. What's up? And people were like, oh, see, you laughing right now. I'm a genius.
He's a G. He's a G.
Not really, but
Oh.
yeah, that's it. And now here we are.
Yeah.
Trying to be Andre 3000. Shout out Andre. 3 Stacks, baby.
Exactly.
Me and DeMar met 3 Stacks
Always.
together. It was great.
Where'd
Have you met him yet?
Yes.
On La Brea, baby. It was
On La Brea?
fire.
How
Yeah.
recent was this?
What was that, last year? Yeah, last year.
That's
It was
What?
fire,
He was just
yeah.
shopping or
He was just kicking it, B. I was
was he
like,
playing a flute?
That? No, not, it wasn't.
Not yet.
Yo,
He
can we
wasn't
just
drawing?
talk about this for a second, though?
I think he's so
Because
amazing
the
for this.
funniest thing about Flute Andre 3000 is for a person who's like an enigma, right?
Mm-hmm.
My nigga, you in the airport playing a
a
flute. Like, oh, I don't want to be seen. Boo, doo, 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 doo. Like, you clearly know what you're doing right
the
now,
conference
right?
con
Like,
shit where
I
he
was
He's been
like,
all over.
in the middle of conference.
some
con
like little white
Drawing.
girl. Yeah, like some little
That
white
was
girl
weird. That was like a
posted like,
fucking-
I just saw Andre 3000 with a flute. I was like, this nigga playing. He playing games now. He's like, y'all want to see me? You gonna see me now.
Oh my god, I love him.
Shout out 3 Stacks. Let me get a verse. Actually,
Honestly,
fuck a
though.
verse. I just want to eat lunch.
Or he's a
wanna-
good
I just
producer,
wanna-
very underrated producer.
I just want to eat lunch.
have some tea
just
with
wanna
3
eat
Stacks.
lunch.
I would
I
want to
think-
have like high tea with him.
I want to like. It's weird. We want to do weird shit with Andre. Like, I want to have breakfast with him.
That sounds
No,
kinda
high
pause.
tea is perfect.
I'm gonna pause you on that.
Ah,
I'm gonna pause you.
breakfast.
He was like, yo, I just want to do weird shit with Andre. Hey man, what kind of interview is this, man?
Hey, Reek, you
I'm
know you
outta
cool,
here.
you cool and all, bro, but you know,
I love
don't know.
Southern playlist and Cadillac
If he
music, man.
wants to do, people do what they do. Just let them. It's fine.
You're right. We in
don't judge
2019.
here.
You know what? Yo, bro.
2019, it's
If you
all
want to
love.
do some
No
weird shit with
pause.
Andre and he's down, then I support it, bro.
See us riding tricycles and shit.
The bicycle seat, like
That
the
was-
double seat,
and
that'd be
that's-
sick.
And that's the PG version. That's the PG
That's the
version.
PG, that's
he was
code.
Like, he was like, we just gonna be on bicycles, baby. You know what I'm saying?
By the beach. That'd be
So
ideal.
back to
my
not
question.
riding bikes with Andre 3000.
How could I not get that? That visual's gonna stick with me.
This is why I drank Henny before this, so we could all just be like,
On your level. Get on my level,
I just
ho.
think that, whatever.
Yeah.
Y'all my peoples. We're gonna have fun.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course. We're so glad to have you, man.
I'm happy to be
Good
here.
vibes. So
It's
you are
been-
you are radiating positivity and
I am glad.
aliveness.
I am glad because you have however many limited time on this fucking earth, and like it sucks when people are like, "That fool's an asshole."
Yeah.
I want people to be like, "I like being around him." You know what I mean?
Amen.
I put some music out there, like, it wasn't my favorite, but I think he's cool.
No.
Nah.
Say that.
Oh no, I'm a beast, baby. You know what I'm saying?
You are.
Bring another rapper in here and let's battle. Just kidding.
I wish I could battle. I
No,
battle.
I don't wanna
I
battle.
can.
I don't
Just to
wanna battle,
like
man.
piggyback that, it was funny.
Yeah.
He's probably not gonna remember, but the very
happened?
first time I met Amir, we was at an event for Tone. Dre was there, my homie Andre,
Hey.
and then
Oh, I know Dre.
Omen and all of us. And it was like this weird event I really didn't want to go to, but I pulled up for Dre.
Oh, I remember.
I couldn't
that.
make it.
Tino was
That's
I remember
right.
that.
I forgot I was there.
And so me and Tino was just outside bored as shit, and we was like, man, I'm probably about to dip soon. And all of a sudden, Amir walks out, lit, like, hey, there's a basketball court, let's hoop. And then there's no
Y'all trying to
ball.
get a pickup game there?
So let's get a
Yo,
pickup game. There's
I'm
no
the-
ball though, so he's out there hooping with the air, like.
Oh my
on, bro.
God. This
We
man.
don't play no games, man. Life is short, baby.
Basketball
We
is
out here
game.
living,
Let's play
baby.
After that, everything became super cool at the event. I said, oh, this shit is not whack no more.
Come on, that's how you gotta do it, bro.
Yeah.
Especially,
Life of the party.
especially in LA, people be like, "Oh, basketball court." I'm like, "Fuck that! Let's go play some ball, man." I go to a mansion, I see a pool, I'm jumping in. Nigga, I came to swim, dog. Like, are you
Oh
serious?
my God.
I'm gonna jump in this pool, full clothed. What's up? Like, I'll change tomorrow.
Okay, let me get a question in.
Yes.
So your dad, he was a minister,
Yes.
Nation of Islam.
Yeah.
He created the Hip Hop Day of Atonement.
He did.
Can you speak on that? I know last time I was talking to you, you said he like knew Q-Tip or like knew all these different people.
He knows a lot of different people. He always like kind of can pull one out of the fucking bag that I'm like, this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like I'll be like, yeah, goddamn, nigga, you just with Pete Rock today, huh? Okay,
Okay.
you know. Well, it's like, you know, in the '90s, my dad was in the Nation of Islam. He was the head of that shit. Mosque number 7 in Harlem. And around the time, like 90s rappers were very into the Nation, Minister Farrakhan, 5%, all that shit. So, you know, essentially a lot of them kind of looked up to him, which is, you know, funny to think about because we think about these musicians on such a high level and like, this is my dad. So it's like, but I've seen, you know, I was around to see these guys kind of be like, oh, brother minister, da 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 da.
Yeah.
So it's cool. I got to kind of be around people inadvertently, you know what I mean? Like there was no ulterior motive to it because I'm a kid. I barely cared, you know what I mean? Like Q-Tip honestly was probably the first one that I cared about, and it was when I was like 11 or some shit, and I was like, because I was a big Tribe fan, so I was like, damn, like I didn't know you know Tip like that. Like he's in your car and we're like driving around and he's, you know what I mean? Like it's not like Q-Tip picked you up, you know what I mean? And then just like different experiences
Did you
like
say
that.
anything to him?
No, I just was like, hey, you know what I mean? And then I just sat in the back and like let them talk like a kid.
Like, aw.
But now I'd be like, my nigga, you heard that album? Let me get a beat. Tip.
He's such a good producer. I
No,
always
he's
say
fire.
that.
I mean, he's fire. Good is an understatement. It's
He's
Q-Tip.
one of the
It's
most-
Q-Tip.
He's like
you know what I
top
mean?
three,
Like,
I think for me.
like
my
I
favorite
meet
producers.
other people and I'll be like, oh, what's your name, man? I don't know who the fuck you are. You know, and I will, but I don't give a shit. Q-Tip, I'll be like, yo, man, respect, bro.
Yeah, respect.
You know what I mean?
Like,
Like,
one of the gods
you
out
can't
here.
you can't be like, hey man, what's your name to Q-Tip? Like you just
Oh,
you sound like an
come
asshole.
on.
You ain't heard Benita Applebum?
The abstract.
Come on, bro. But yeah,
So
that's
they respected him so even more so. Like you met Killer Mike,
Yes.
and he gave you a hug and like lifted you off the ground when you told.
Did I tell you
him-
that story?
No.
Damn, I'm like, that is a
I wanna hear
Nardwar
this.
ass
I
story
want to
right
hear
now.
this story.
Okay,
though.
so when I worked at Flight Club, so Killer Mike and my Uncle Shannon are like the same age. And my Uncle Shannon used to rap. He used to actually be like with Goody Mob,
Oh, shit.
Dungeon Family guys. But it was kind of like way before they were even that. It was like just kids in school. And he was good friends with my uncle, but because Mike and them were my uncle too, my dad's 10 years older than my uncle. So when he was doing his Nation thing, they were like young kids kind of being like, oh shit, you know? So when I was working at Flight Club, Mike came in and I was like, oh, you know my uncle? And he was like, yo, you know who's like super tight is his brother Conrad, who's my dad. And I was like, that's my dad. And he was like, are you fucking serious? And he was like, man, and like hugged me and shit. And he knows my grandmother, Jackie. Shout out Jackie Jones, baby. She gonna fucking see this and she's gonna be like,
Oh, shout out to
shout out
family
grandmama,
affairs.
ATL ho.
That is sick.
I shouldn't say ATL ho and shout out my grandmother. But,
As in the same
but,
sentence, not in the
but
same
if you've
sentence.
ever been to Atlanta, A-Town, shout it. But yeah, that's the story, man.
That's so
Shout out
tight.
Killer Mike, man. He just reposted Big Star like
He
today.
did.
Oh,
Hey,
that's my man, yo.
congrats.
That's hard.
Shout out Killer.
Congrats.
Me and
love
Jamar
Big
went to Adult
Star.
Swim Festival
Oh,
last
shit.
year. I had a wild last night. And then we went to Adult Swim Festival. Shout out Killer Mike, Run the Jewels, LP.
I heard that was
Track
a
Star,
good one.
boom.
Hey.
But yeah,
Amazing. Yes, Big Star's out.
Big
Behind
Star,
that song.
big car.
I know, it's like a fun one.
It is. It was like a good like. I've been kind of trying to like, not been trying. It's just been, you know, art. You're like, I'm gonna do different things. You know, you do a little of this, and then you kind of feel like you've done that. So then you try to do some other shit. And I really wanted to like flex a little bit more, but I'm like a very like, I don't believe in flexing when you haven't earned it per se.
Right.
Like literally bar for bar, we can have like a genius episode. In Big Star, every bar is a true bar. Like sunglasses in the hotel lobby. I was in Boston at a fucking hotel on tour wearing sunglasses in the fucking lobby, and that inspired that bar. Like it's literally bar for bar. So
True.
everything
It's
I'm
facts.
saying in the song is facts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's kind of how I believe in being a rapper. Like I don't like to like embellish that shit. So I just like it because it's, you know, it's real. It's like, yeah, I'm talking my shit. Finally, I'm at a point where like I've done enough things to kind of feel like I can talk some shit in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of different thing. And then also working with, it's produced by Big Germ and Shaw Beats. You know, Big Germ, my man out of Pittsburgh, ID Labs, Mac Miller, Wiz Khalifa, all that
definitely
shit. Big Germ's a motherfucking legend.
That's
Hell
so
yeah.
tight.
Legend.
Yeah.
Like, so
How'd
like
you link with him?
we actually, so like when Mac passed, I had I think I kind of reached out to him just to give my like condolences, and then I had seen like a beat. We had just kind of started talking about making some music, and he was like, "Oh, I fuck with your music," like, and sent me a bunch of shit, and now I've got like fucking. I have so many songs of his that I've like cut them down, so that's like how much shit we've done, and then it's just cool. We have like a similar sense of humor and shit, so we just be talking about samples and like laughing. Like it's cool. Like, but I fuck with it like, cause I grew up on Cushion OJ, so like I was always hearing like Germ on the boards, you know what I mean?
the
Like,
drop.
so like
The
that was
classic,
really. So I
yeah.
have a track on the album that's like Germ on the boards, and I'm like, keep that in there.
What did Max say? The
Shout out
classic
my man Germ.
dope
Hey.
shit like that, Germ, just like
Bro,
that.
hey man,
Yeah.
if you don't know, man, I'm from the Berg. Everything I drop recorded by Big Germ. Let's go.
I smoke herb and
I make music.
I don't even talk about it,
R.I.P.
boy.
Mac
Just
Miller,
do
baby.
it.
Send one up. All the way up, man. All the way up, man.
So tight. It's so
Yeah.
different because now you're flexing. Back then you were rapping Employee of the Month.
Because
like,
fuck
talk-
humility. You see this gold on my neck? No, I'm playing. I honestly, no, it's like, you guys are J. Cole fans, right?
I
Everybody in
wouldn't
here is a
say
J.
all
Cole
that.
fan,
No,
right?
no.
Are you not a J. Cole fan?
These two are the biggest haters.
I'm
Let me
not
tell
a
you,
hater.
we'll
He
get
just-
I'm not a
into it.
hater.
Okay. Tell me
Nah.
why. But tell me why. Tell me why. I want to hear.
He doesn't switch up his flow. His delivery's like very monotonous.
Okay.
And that's why it gets boring for me. Like
Okay.
Kendrick he has all these different inflections.
Yes.
I feel like he does a lot of the same things as Kendrick does, but Kendrick does it way better.
Okay, yeah. I can see your criticism. Like Cole, he definitely has a tone. That is his tone.
Yeah,
but what
it
I'll
doesn't
say
switch up.
is that what has inspired me about Cole is that it's kind of this thing that I've taken on myself, is that independent, underground, like, you know, what people try to be like, you're keeping it real rappers, right?
Yeah.
Which I fucking can't stand. Because it's like, don't put me in that fucking box. Like, I'm not here to be like, it's 1998, wearing my Timbs and my North Face. Like, yo, I'm at the club with Future. So I don't know what you're talking about, but Young Thug is playing in my car right
Bro,
now.
yeah.
You're like, mumble what? Nigga, I love the baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, or Lil Baby. The
Yeah,
baby
yeah.
really be rapping, but
Yeah.
like, Lil Baby, you know what I mean? But the point is that what I fuck with Cole is that his music recently, he's like finally started to flex and talk shit. And I think that it's important for like underground rappers, conscious rappers, if those are the labels people want to throw on you, to also remind people that I got it like that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I'm talking my shit because I've been like, oh, I'm chilling for a long ass time, but it's like, dog, I played for 3,000 people and killed it. So don't fucking talk to me. And that's like humbly
Reminder.
knowing what I have done. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my album and my fan base and the people who believe in me, I believe, just like I believe it when I hear J. Cole, like I want to hear that from you. Like, remind these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like, you can still be barring motherfuckers up. You can still be having samples. You can still be sold the fuck out. And you can still be killing it wearing gold chains and driving cars and doing whatever the fuck you want to do. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't mean that you have to sacrifice your art to kill it.
No,
You know what I'm
not
saying?
at all.
Like, so I've been kind of taking that on just as to be like, if I can be anything, I want to be a beacon of like, be yourself, kill it, and remind people like, you can do this shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like, get a Benz. You don't have to drive a Volvo to keep it real. Like, straight
I
up,
love
you want a
that.
fucking Benz? Get a Benz, yo. If you can afford that shit, I'm gonna flex so high. I haven't even gotten started yet.
No, I think that's why people gravitate towards you. I mean, it's just authentic. It's always been authentic.
That's how I get
People
down.
like Employee of the Month. You feel
Yeah.
like, yo, I've been in that situation.
And I
This
had a
job is
motherfucking job when I made that
bullshit,
shit.
right. What was your worst job? What was the worst job that you just
Dude,
like,
honestly, because me and V just talked about this shit. So when I first started like being an artist like full time, I was driving Lyft and I fucking did DoorDash, yo.
was it really that bad?
My nigga.
His face.
Shit was trash.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm
That
doing
shit
it
was-
part time
Out
right
of
now
all
for
the
extra
jobs,
cash.
I
That
like-
shit
It's
horrible.
trash.
Oh
I was
my
doing it
God,
to
man.
What is so
sustain,
bad
bro.
about it?
Because when you're doing it to sustain, you're in your car
You're
with
putting
other people in the car,
and you're putting
telling
miles,
you what to do.
miles
But
on
they're
your
telling
car.
you like, yo, people didn't even. I remember I got a review once where someone didn't like my music taste, and they didn't say shit. I didn't know who it was, but I just read this email and it was like, this is aggressive music, and I was like,
Aggressive.
and
What
I
are you
was
playing?
like, oh, I
wanna
want to
know what
kill
you're
that
playing.
motherfucker. This one time though, this is not a story I should tell on the radio. Is this
Hear it.
censored radio?
No.
No.
While I was
Say
what
driving
you
Lyft,
say.
I did get laid once.
Whoa!
I got some ass, son. Yeah, I'm telling it. I don't give a fuck.
I want to kind of hear the story, like how it
I
went
was
from like I'm
driving
giving
this
you a
young
ride
lady.
and then she's riding me, or vice versa.
Basically, but I was driving. I don't even know. We're not gonna say all that. But the point is, I was driving and I
I
took
wanna know
this
the
young
game.
lady home. She was on a date. The date was whack. We talked about it. And I drove
She
her
was
home.
vulnerable.
Well, and I drove her home, and when we got to her house, she was just sitting in my car, and I was like, "This is not." Usually, people when you got them home, they would just get out.
Peace. Been
They
real.
just go.
She's all
They'd be
so
like,
what we doing?
like especially girls, like girls, you know, girls.
like, peace.
You could be talking to a girl and you'd be like, "Oh, she feeling me," until you get to her house and she's like, "All right, bye."
Thank you.
You're like, "Damn, I thought I had that." You
She
know, she
lingered.
just was chilling. She took her seatbelt off. I was like, "Well, let me
Oh,
turn
she took the
let me
seatbelt
turn the
off.
motor off," you know. And she was like, just like, you know, like da da da, like we can, you know, get it and go inside. And I was like, "Let's go in your house." And she was like, "No, I got roommates." And I was like, "Well, we can go to my house."
Are you serious? No, that's sketch.
And she said, "Well, we should probably make out first." And I said,
Oh, she had to do the
I
test.
said, "All right." So we made out. And we went to my house and we did adult things, and that's all you're gonna get.
Oh, no, I'm playing.
Because I have siblings that are gonna hear
But that's
that
crazy.
now, and it's fine.
Oh, but
My
you're
man-
drunk.
my man
You
got a
He
tip.
blacked
No, I'm
out.
not drunk.
He said my man got a tip.
I got a tip.
You got the tip. It's very generous. It was
I'm
very
in,
generous.
I'm in this new phase as a rapper where I'm like, let's just tell all the dirty, dark
I
secrets.
like it.
Let me
I
just
like
tell,
this.
yo, it's been a wild ride.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
man.
sure. Okay, so Lyft wasn't that
Anyway.
bad.
Yeah, no, oh, it was trash. That was the one.
That was the
great night.
highlight.
That was the highlight of
Like
the
I'll just.
career
That's
of
why I
Lyft.
told that story, because it's like it was terrible every day, but I did
Minus.
get some ass one day.
That's some rapper shit though, bro.
It
is.
is.
That's
Did
why.
she know
That's
you're a
why
rapper?
I'm here. No.
Oh, okay.
Oh
that's
wait,
tight.
yes,
That's
no.
tight.
Actually, I did. I think at the
Aw.
time I did tell her that I was making music, but like, you know, I'm not that guy that's like, bitch, I'm a rapper. Ooh, I mean,
I didn't know. You
I
know.
mean, baby, I'm a rapper. Edit the B word. I didn't say that. That's what rappers say.
So you listened to a lot of Pro Era and Far Side when you made Medium Rare
I did.
and Employee of the Month.
Yep.
What were you listening to for this new project? And
Ah,
'Cause
man.
luckily, me and Vic, we had the chance to
You
hear
guys
it
heard it.
already, and it was fucking amazing. I'm not even gassing it up. Like, I don't just say that to say that.
No,
I really
no.
fucked with the
I
project.
know that you guys
Your
would tell
best
you.
work yet.
Thank you.
Sonically, we were talking about it outside. Like,
Thank
it's
you,
just
thank you.
another. It's a different type of situation. I'm so proud.
I basically was like, okay, so combination of like making the things I've made already and going on like a nationwide tour and being like, throw the whole fucking kitchen sink away. You know, like a lot of shit has happened in the past year in music alone. You know what I mean? Like music, creativity, the passing of Mac, the passing of Nipsey. Like these are two people who I've met Nipsey. I've been around Mac, been to his last show, like literally
saw that.
ever, like that he ever fucking played. So like, I kind of took both of their passings very hard. You know what I mean? Like just as like a person of being like, damn, this is fucked, you know? Like, and through that though, I kind of found this space of being like, I don't know, bravery or whatever the fuck. To just kind of, they both were artists that like, you know, Nip was Nip and he built himself and he did what he did and he was unapologetic about that shit and he shined, you know what I mean? And Mac was just an always growing, always experimenting. Like, look at how many people like have given him universal love. Like, they both were just universally loved people.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, as a person who really fucked with both of them, I was like, going into this album, in the combination of my own experiences, I was like, let's just go like all in, man. Like throw the fucking kitchen sink to the wall. Like, cause obviously like these are two people I would have loved to have done music with, and I never got the chance to now because they're passed away. And it made me just kind of think about like, you know, you sit and you kind of like save your like ducks for whenever the fuck you're gonna do them. You have these ideas and you're like, I want to do that in 5 years. I want to do that in 2 years. And it's like, you may not even get that shit, man. Like, just put it all in now. So this album has been very much just everything that I've wanted to do, but also trying to just elevate the whole music, period. You know what I mean? And the songwriting, and like, I've been listening to my homie Tony, shout out Tony Pops. He got me into the band in 1975. I fucking love the shit out of them. It's crazy because they're like a European pop band, like
1975.
I've never even heard.
they're fire, right?
I
Like,
gotta
come
check
on,
it.
yo, like seriously, like I love these motherfuckers, but they're one of those like European pop bands that you can tell they have grown up really on like a lot of black music.
Like
and-
Blue-Eyed Soul kind of thing.
Well, I mean, one of the lead singers, or the lead singer, I've watched like some of his interviews, and he'll like reference like mad like, you know, rap shit.
knows
Like
his
he
shit.
knows his shit, and you can kind of hear it because pop music's beautiful. People like write it off, but like pop is amazing, dude. They find ways to like kind of get in your brain with something you don't even fucking like. You know what I mean? Like it's like
Earworms.
it's like that's
Yup.
just how I feel.
Like, fuck.
That's just how I feel. And you're like, why is this in my fucking head all of a sudden? And no disrespect to whoever sings that song, but you know what I mean? Like, so as a rapper, I think that like, you know, being lyrical and being like, oh, I'm amazing on the mic is cool and shit. But like, at the end of the day, like, I want to write great songs too. So I've started to, during the process of working on this record, really like take notes of the other shit I've enjoyed. Like I've listened to Tony Braxton and like take notes. I've thrown rap out. Fuck rap. Like I'm listening to Whitney Houston and Tony Braxton in the 1975 and New Edition, and trying to figure out how do I bring my rap sensibilities to something that makes you move in that sort of way. And I
Makes
know
you
you
feel
guys heard
good.
the record, like there's some songs on there that like literally I recorded it moving. You know what I mean? Like I'm just fucking in there like getting it. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? That, and I'm trying to get, you know, I want girls at my shows.
Yeah.
Rap fans are just men with their arms crossed and their heads like,
Or
yeah.
they moshing.
He was really spitting that shit.
Yeah,
I'm like,
shit
I can't fuck you
bars.
though, bro. Thank you. Good looks.
I wanted to ask you about, because I don't
Yeah.
want to kill the title, but
Yeah.
this song right here, did you write this one like after anybody passed away? Because that one was like,
Okay, that song came from, I grew up in church, so choir, gospel music has always been a very big part of just what I grew up on. Like, I don't know if you guys know, me and DeMar, we be singing this shit all the time. We fall down,
Donnie
but
McClurky?
we get up. We fall down. That's our shit, yo. So like, yo, like, so like, I've always wanted to dip, and that's kind of what I mean is like, you know, when you think about doing choir vocals and things, you think about them like there's just, like, I gotta wait till I'm like on this label that has a budget to put this together, and then I just kind of was like, fuck that. Like, let's just figure out how to do it right now. Like, so my man Ben, shout out Roswell Sounds, Roswell Universe. I just got with him and I was like, because he does like a jazz kind of a thing. And I was like, let's just try, this is my idea. Let's make the shit happen. And that, honestly, like, I was listening to the Roughs, and that one, I was like, this is the most far along one. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm really happy about it, and I really wanted, like, I'm looking forward to getting it
that
out
song's
there.
fire. I really woke
Thank
up
you.
and ate toast and orange juice and read the newspaper.
Hey,
to
you
that
know
song.
what I'm saying?
I was like, this shit's fire.
You hear my,
Sounds so old.
you hear my
What?
vocals, baby?
With my do-rag and little Nike
Come on,
slides
baby.
on, like, hey.
That's why we do the music for all generations, baby. Play me for your dad, play me for your mom, play me for your little brother. You know what I'm saying?
No, sonically and like the songwriting, it's all a maturation. We were
Thank
talking
you.
about this.
Thank you.
Also, can you name?
My
You said you
balls have
have a
dropped.
couple of features. You said legends and some of the
Oh,
producers. I
fuck.
want to know something. Come on, man.
All
You
right,
gotta
all
let us
right,
know
all right,
something.
all right. I'll give you one. You heard it, right?
I heard the whole album.
You heard the song Clock Watch?
I did.
Mike Shinoda produced
Shut
that.
the fuck up.
shit.
You were on tour with him. him.
Yes.
Back
The
in the
Mike
Producer.
Shinoda?
from Lincoln Park, you guys. If
The
you don't
Mike
know
Shinoda
Mike
himself.
fucking Shinoda,
His first name is
hold on,
Z.
Fort Minor.
His first
No,
name is Z.
shout out
y'all know
Mike,
about
Fort
man.
Minor is
Shout out
fucking
Mike, man.
fire,
Fort
bro.
Minor
Come on,
was
shout out
so
Mike, man.
good. I used to
Bro,
fuck with all that.
I was on
Legend.
tour with this fool, and I would literally watch his set every night. And there was one night where I was like, I'm about to cry, dog.
Oh, shit.
It's just mad beautiful to watch. Like, music makes me fucking cry.
Yo,
Like,
if it doesn't, you're
I
not
cry,
a real music
bro.
fan.
I'm sensitive. Like, I be crying. I be like, this is so beautiful. God damn it. Like, but it's like that thug cry. Like, I'm like, this shit is
One
great.
tear. You shed a thug
But he was
tear.
like, he
Thug
was
tears.
playing.
That's
He'd
what I
be,
do.
dude, he'd be playing every night, and he'd be doing like, if you can't watch 3,000 fucking people go, you know, fucking, I tried so hard and got so far, and not like break a tear. Like, if you don't, like, get away from me. Like, we not the same. Go away. Like, this shit is fire. Like,
Did he ever
come
do the
on.
Evanescence?
Evanescence.
Evanescence?
Yeah, I mean, like, 'cause
I
you know
would
they,
love an Evanescence feature though. That would be fine. How can I into my eyes like open doors?
Amy Lee. Shout out to Amy Lee.
Yo, shout out to her, man. Evanescence was selling dates out. I'll open for Evanescence. I don't give a
Or-
fuck. Where that bag at?
That'd be
Give
next
me that
level.
bag. That new metal bag is looking great. Let's go. Rappers be trying to be cheap. I'm trying to go out with the band. I'm like, where the band at?
My goodness.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I
that
also see
project is
the
sick.
2009
Yeah, thank
on
you.
your
Oh, my hand. I just got it tattooed.
Mac Millie.
Actually, I moved to LA in 2009.
Beautiful.
In about 15 days, it'll be 10 years I've been in this city. Yeah. So this actually has to do with the fact that I moved here. But I will say it was definitely like 2009 Mac, Currency, and Wiz. I think they had a 2009 mixtape. I just started to see a lot of things that made me go, 2009 was a pivotal year for a lot of us. And I didn't move here to rap, yo. I fucking rapped for fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have been on tour with fucking lead singer of Linkin Park. I'm
Fucking-
friends with all kinds of rappers that I fucking never even thought I would be, and that's not a flex. That's just to be like, I am shocked in my own self sometimes, and this just represents that, like, yo, I didn't even come here for all this shit, so I'm mad grateful because these are great things, man. Not every person who moves here is like, yeah, I've been working with Mike Shinoda lately. You know what I mean? Like,
That's confirmation.
so I'm not
from
gonna
the
take
universe,
advantage
though, you know?
and be on some fuck shit where it's like, yeah, whatever. No, this is amazing, and I'm fucking grateful. Like, and that's why I'm like, this album about to blow socks off.
I'm so excited for it to drop and hear all the features and shit, honestly.
I know they didn't even hear the features version. Everybody.
I know. I was like, wait, what? You have the features.
Ah,
Oh
when
my
you have
God.
when you have the like press demo version, then you got your major label. Who, baby? I am the label. Yeah.
You said on Twitter, I have been essentially listening to the same 5 to 10 albums my whole life.
Basically,
What albums are those?
Midnight Marauders.
Oh, okay.
Like Clemenai,
Ooh,
but really more Southern playlist of Cadillac
the
music.
debut.
We're gonna do that, counts as one
Okay.
Okay.
because Outkast.
If they're the same.
Outkast is like that though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's see what else has been basically. Jill Scott. Who is Jill Scott?
Good one. In my car currently.
Fuck, man. This is a hard one. There's like albums I always go back to and I just listen to them. You know what? Far Side Lab Cabin in California, that one.
Tight.
And she said, like, that shit is amazing. It'll be good. Like, man. What else? How many more is that? Two more?
Yeah.
Janet Jackson,
Velvet Rope?
Velvet Rope.
Yes!
Velvet
97.
Rope, for sure.
So
like,
good.
come on. Like that
Classic.
hair.
You were like
hanging down.
45
hair.
then, right?
Yo,
What'd you say?
Nothing.
I love Janet Jackson.
What did
When they
he
were like,
say,
when all this
asshole?
Michael scandal shit was going on, I was like, man, fuck Michael.
I'm listening to Janet with the
I'm
red
listening to Janet.
hair.
Y'all kick that shit out. I'm like, my whole other theory was like, I don't need Michael Jackson's catalog per se. I've heard it enough. Like I never hear
bold
Billie Jean and I'm like,
statements.
yes,
Oh my God, I haven't heard
Billie
this.
Jean. Like, I'm like, great, Billie fucking Jean.
A fucking guess.
But
Janet Jackson.
But I will not throw away the Jackson 5 because Kid Michael didn't rape nobody, baby.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
When Michael was 12, he didn't do shit. So I'm
True.
gonna listen to Kid
Kid
Michael.
Michael.
He was a victim, actually. So.
I'm gonna listen to
actually
Kid
didn't do
Michael.
shit.
I'm gonna
That's-
listen. Jackson 5. I'm not gonna hold it against his other brothers. Come on, they gotta make a living, baby. I'm gonna listen to the whole shit. And Janet. Shout out
Support
Janet.
Tito, Jermaine,
Yeah.
family.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No, I love Velvet Rope though.
Velvet Rope's fire. That's my
Agreed.
shit.
Okay, solid
Uh,
list.
You know, is that 5? Cool.
I
Good.
think so.
All right, good.
Was
'cause
it? He's
I
like,
don't
I'm
wanna-
done
no,
with
I
this
don't want to
question.
name
I don't wanna
anymore. That's a
think
lot of
anymore.
pressure, man. You know all this goddamn top 50
Don't be
rappers
tweeting
shit
things
been
that
going
you're
around. I'm like, this
that
is too
list
much.
was serious.
Too much
Those lists are
pressure, bro.
ridiculous.
There's too many
Trolled.
fucking rappers,
They
man.
trolled
There's
so hard.
right, and there's
And
too
we
many
all have different
styles.
opinions, dude. I can't even, if you ask me, yo, who are your top 50 rappers?
Budden.
I'd literally be like, are you kidding me? Am I supposed to sit here with you and go through
Yo, where did that list even
50
come from?
people who I enjoy?
Someone trolled, man. I want to know who it was.
It
'cause that
It
list
came from
was-
a podcast. A podcast had
Are you serious?
another hip hop podcast
did
had
that?
put it out.
They should have put their
Man.
name on it because they would have gotten more. They could have gone viral.
Right.
What the
They
fuck?
need to chill.
No one would have listened, or would they have? You never
you
know.
That's just like, listen, too
Branding.
much. Too much for me. But shout out to Brandy.
Brandy
Oh.
Norwood?
Yes. Because you said, I know, but I said shout out to Brandy.
Oh,
Because
so then
sitting
he thought
up
of
my room,
Brandy,
sitting up in my room is a
waiting to
fucking
exhale.
classic.
Oh, Brandy's one of the greatest.
That's facts.
Hey.
I heard she just did a show with Monica, and
I love
everybody was waiting for them to do The Boy Is Mine, and they played the instrumental, and they didn't do it, and everyone was pissed. And I would have like
See,
probably.
I hate when you
would've
go to
been
no, but I hate when
so
you
hot.
I hate when you go out and they do that. Like when DJs like give you the like
The
here's the beat.
instrumental and you think they're
I'll
about
be
to,
like,
and they
my
just
nigga,
don't do it.
I'm gonna
That-
pull you out the
Oh.
booth.
Why
dog.
wouldn't they do
I'm gonna
that
pull you
song,
out the
though?
whole booth if you don't play this song, dog. Like,
If they are there at the concert together, it only makes sense
Yeah.
to do their biggest hit.
no, that's what I'm saying. Don't mash it up either. I don't even want to hear mash
No,
up.
like when I would go to
play
Lauryn
me
Hill
these,
shit.
play me the fucking song, man.
Be like the reggae version or some bullshit. Like, come on, man. I didn't come here for this. I want to hear the real X
I want to hear,
Factor.
I'm sorry that you seem to be confused. And that belongs to me. The boy is mine. And I ain't even going to pause that because niggas be mad sensitive. They be all, pause. So I'll be like, get over yourself, dog. I done been with enough young ladies in my life to know which side of the fence I'm on. All right?
I'm done with you.
But I'm trying to get married now. I'm chilling.
That's the
Playing.
goal?
I'm playing. That was a
Jagged
big. That was
edge?
a big word. Let's take that back.
That is a frightening word.
Next question.
That means- oh, how old are you? That's mad scary
No,
stuff.
we didn't. I said what? Next question. What?
What is it? I think, yeah, man.
Let's talk about
Wait,
rap.
so who did the production on the album? Because we
Oh.
have to go soon, like in 2 minutes, unfortunately.
Nah,
But
fuck this.
Was
goddamn
Psychosis on
shit.
there?
Psychosis has not been on it because he has been on tour himself and
No
doing his
way.
own thing. But we did work on some shit. I always kind of like. I always really try to step in the ring with like different people sometimes just to challenge myself.
Yeah, I was actually
To,
gonna ask about that. The
yeah.
EP you did with Alexander Spit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
How was that working with him? Like going from working regulars and then doing
Yeah.
a whole EP with a completely different producer. Like,
Yeah, no, it was good, man. It was Spit. I would always say Spit's like he reminds me of like what you kind of get from like the Dillas and the Pete Rocks and the Ninth Wonders, where like you don't really get with them and you're like, oh, give me a beat to put into a batch of things. You like
Yeah.
you kind of step into their arena, like Alchemist, you know, where
Yeah.
you step
The
into
lab.
their thing and then you just know that like they're great and what they do is great. So as a songwriter and as a rapper, you just kind of really try to like just be on the top of your shit. You know what I mean? Because like a lot of those songs, the first 2 songs I did with Spit, we did a couple takes, but Lamb and Tuna is 1 take.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's the only take I did of that song.
One take, Amir.
1 take, bro. And I don't even mean that on some like I'm 1 take Jake shit. Like I'm both. I'm also like, well, because I like to fine tune my shit, so it's not like I could kill it in 1 take, but I'll do a couple more just to kind of make sure.
Yeah.
But when you're doing shit like that, with producers like that. Like I was listening to Freddie Gibbs talk about working with Madlib, you know, and he's all like, "This nigga don't even have a phone." You know what I mean? Like that's kind of like
shit
how
on the
Spit
iPad.
is. Like Spit has a phone, but he's like an enigma, so you kind of gotta just like catch him on the day. And so that means when you step in the room, you're like, I'm gonna kill this shit right now. You know what I mean? Like and yeah, I'm happy with the outcome.
I wanted to ask,
Yeah.
are we gonna ever get a? Because I feel like you and him be like go tanks,
Dude,
you and Nana. If y'all ever got a
Man, no, we need to. We fucking need to. Like that's
Little
my
fusion
I mean,
high.
that's my
That shit would
motherfucking
go
man.
crazy.
Yo. No, that's my man, yo. Like that fool, like, you know, I'm a rapper. I think everybody sucks, and I think I'm the best. That's
Yeah.
my shit. Like that's what every rapper thinks. Like Nana, like I listen to him and I'm like, God damn, like you know what I mean? Like I'd be like, damn, this nigga really in this bar. Yeah, like I don't even waste the bar myself.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, he really not wasting the bar. Like his whole shit, nigga, my flow felt help, da da da. I be like, God damn, like, and then he has a great voice, man. So he
Yeah.
could just really like he played me Save
you
Yourself.
cried, right?
Yo,
what song
like-
did you cry to?
Yo, what the fuck is the name of the song, man? I gotta fucking remember the name. It's right towards the end.
Ooh.
It's the second to last one.
Hey man, I mean Drea, what?
Hold on, I
Because
gotta
I'm
pull
not.
up the
I'm.
track
I'm
list.
You can check me right now. Is it Melly Mel who has a big voice? Like when he raps, I'm trying to think.
Or is it Melly Mel?
Is it? Because I
What voice are
You
you
mean
referring
Amir
to?
Says Nothing? Yo, who's
I'm
the
like,
dude
are
with
you
the
talking
big
about
ass
Biz Markie?
voice, bro?
a rapper. It's an old school rapper.
when
There's a lot of
From
big voices.
No, but nah.
I'm thinking like Biz Markie. I don't know why I think of like Biz Markie or something.
Do you guys have a fucking
Out my
aux in
mind?
here?
Yeah, we got an aux, but we gotta go. It's time.
Do you want to even play a song from the album? Fuck the fucking time.
Oh, we will. We gonna do that in post for sure.
No,
Wait,
I just want to play it right here.
you just gonna play it?
I
Don't
want to
get
plug.
kicked
I want to
out.
plug it. Is there a show after this?
Nah, it's just
They
that it's
just
closed.
they get
closed
mad
after
at us.
Tell them I'm gonna play a song. Just plug me and I'll play it right now. It's from the album.
We gotta look like we're cleaning up though.
It's up to you guys, but I'll fucking do it because I've had enough to drink that I don't give a
Oh
shit.
my God,
Oh,
Amir. Vic is saying.
Do we have a plug?
this. Plug it in.
Do
He
we
said
have a
to be a
fucking
rule
plug?
breaker and play this shit.
Give me a plug, man.
Do an intro, Lynn. Do an intro.
Everything's scandalous.
Yo,
Everything's
son, you know what I'm
scandalous.
saying?
Want to get another shout out?
What?
Hey,
I can't help
hi.
myself.
Yeah, no, let's play a fucking song from the album. We've been talking about it, and I've been elusive, so let's let people hear
Oh
some
my
shit.
God, is this an exclusive? Exclusive.
Do I have to airdrop it? It's on my. It's on.
New shit.
If you have an aux, that would be fire.
I thought we did. Maybe we.
Can I
don't.
airdrop you something in my iTunes? Can I do that? Or I can send you the SoundCloud link. Do you guys have the SoundCloud link? Do you have that link?
I have
Reek,
it.
yeah, send that.
If you got the link,
Talk about it. Talk about it. The song. Introduce it right
it's
now.
a song that is near and dear to my heart. It's a song like basically what we try to do. This album is about bringing a lot of like the things you love about hip hop, quote unquote, the movement of modern day rap music, the jazzy elements, the electronic elements, like just bringing everything together and saying like this is what our sound is. You know what I mean? Like that's what this song is about, and it's about surviving through the times. Yeah, that's what it's about.
Have you ever heard that Nas song, "Surviving the Times"?
Yeah,
that's
of
a good
course,
one.
Of course, shout out Nas. You know I drank tequila with Nas. That's my
Hey.
nigga.
Hey,
Nate
was-
saying we gotta wrap
fuck.
it up.
All right, well you guys can't hear this fucking song
This
then,
is a
or maybe
tease.
you'll hear it
We'll
in
play
post. Hey Nate, we're gonna play one song, bro.
you can't hear us.
Tell Nate to come
Well, we
in,
can play it on the.
Yeah, we'll do it in post.
or we'll put it in post. I just wanted
He
to
wants
get.
to hear it now.
I
and,
just
like,
wanted to
rap
get your
along,
reactions
yeah.
live
I
because
heard it. I'm
it's
telling you.
it's
I'm
a
not-
little more fun to be like, here's the art. Tell me what you think right now,
Yeah.
and make it
I
good.
know, but we got a strict schedule to
I
abide
know. It's
by.
all
We gotta
good.
be
Shout out Dash Radio. DeMar, man, come say something before we go, bro. Tell them what you got going. DeMar's going to Europe, bro. Everybody, make some noise for DeMar Davis.
To Europe.
Overly conversated.
Thanks for
Thank you
listening,
for
guys.
tuning in,
Nah,
guys.
thanks for tapping in.
Bye.
Bye.